Or are they? A Japanese businessman, which is to say a Japanese man, is enamored by Genie's tasty treats. And the manju as well. This is the greatest thing I've ever tasted in my life! Starting tomorrow, around 500 a day for my business. And the manju as well. For being given the good news, Genie goes to spread the good news. Boss Kurdlinger is skeptical about the 500 manju a day deal, probably because the guy's obviously a monster, but goes ahead with it anyway. For Boss Kurdlinger is, after all, perpetually drunk. So it is a skip and a cut later, we see Boss Kurdlinger with Genie escorting the first shipment to Trustworthington, the trustworthy businessman. But wait, when they arrive, Trustworthington reveals himself to be Val, the funky phantom. Oh hell, now I gotta piss myself in fear. Damn you, Obama, lulling me into a false sense of security with your luscious tomes. How was I to be prepared for a funky phantom? Right, well that's a neat Kamen Rider 5-5 fish costume, mister, but you probably shouldn't show that to my master or he'll kill you. As to insert some sort of drama, Val kicks over the manju boxes. Hey now, that's wasteful. Yeah, well that was kind of the plan. My real target was never the kid, but Boss Kurdlinger here, who I bet is about to fall deep into despair. Well, it's true that I find the very prospect of your existence to be terrifying. Well, with they flipping my preconceived notions of life and death, it does not drive my mope levels to a state you would describe as despair. But come on, you're losing your business and I made a big fake order and knocked it over. Doesn't that twist the knife in? Well, you did already pay for it. Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that. Unicorn not wanting to play sense on making me go out of my way to play bodyguard. Oh hey, it wasn't a waste for me to come out here. Kamen Rider, the mage called Wizard. Alright, I guess I'll have to fight you this time. I'm calling time. The mage called Wizard calls time then, freezing time in order to go out and pull some magma grud gahools from an orphanage where they were teaching, and place them at Val's side. I guess that's enough for this to be amusing. Time, man! Time, what just happened? Big beast earning hemorrhoids. I don't know where they came from, but they haven't got mouths. How are they screaming? Thinking fast to save his ass, Val grabs Genie for a hostage. Stick around to see how well that works. Wizard 13, the other 13th Hal. We begin where we left off, Genie held hostage by Val the Funky Phantom. The mage called Wizard, drumroll, doesn't care and begins shooting at Val with his magically whimsical gun anyway. Yeah, have you no heart, emissary of Satan? That's it, I'm out of here. And so Val flies off, and gets away on account of the mage called Wizard being too lazy to chase. Meanwhile, an introduction sequence later, the sad theme from Kingdom Hearts makes its triumphant return, returning to the tragic scene of Team Mage called Wizard and the Bean Curdlers explaining to themselves what happened last episode. It began with dark-haired Jiminy Glick presenting a green version of Master's red dragony power-up ring. I made this last episode after I went home with the kryptonite block, he said, whilst referring to the episode before last. Meanwhile, I was trying to breed the basement slaves with Crack-a-Lacka the sperm storm. Right, and I was speaking out of turn, so you need to go back in the box? Ah, darn it. And this goes on for a while. Come nightfall, they still haven't finished recapping, so we go to check on our villains, who are still standing on the rooftop where they've been for several months. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that waste of food will make Boss Kurdlinger fall into despair any day now. I'm certain, but for the off chance that you're wrong, shouldn't you go back and check? I guess. You don't hold it on the SH sound, I was wondering. Go back and check, that's a brilliant plan, Gorgonzella. No wonder you called the shots. Dude, are you plotting to kill her? What was that? The odds are 50-50. Skipping the scene later, Detective Not a Detective is out of her box and consoling Genie. Dad, I need consoling. I feel like I need to be more useful to Master. Oh, well, in that case, I suggest you grow a pair of testicles. Having said her piece, Nadette does a brief drum solo, throws a stick at Genie's face, and then struts off. It is likely she will never be this cool again. Meanwhile later, Boss Kurdlinger is begging his rival Duke Curdlington to take Bean Curdleo the Courteous Bean Curdler in, as an employee/son by default. Well, Duke Curdlington considers, in accordance with Bean Curd law, I am obliged to give him a chance. But only so long as he bakes a bean curdle treat of sufficient flavor, and I'll never act again after taking this role, will I? I'm just surprised that this far into the shoot you haven't suffered a heart attack. Also that I still haven't died from lung cancer. Meanwhile, later still, we go to Genie talking to Bean Curd Leo, the courteous bean curdler. Alas, it is a sappy scene, and as such, their mouths have been filled with sap. Mr. Red to life and open with me. I can't understand what you're saying. It is quite unsightly. Meanwhile, earlier, Boss Curdlinger's strolling with MC Whistles and Lucy back to the Manchu Emporium. So you say that once I get rid of the kid, you can help me with my debt? Right. By the way, you're not one of those soul-hugging Faust haters, are you? Whiz Pop? What? Exactly. I will figure out how to kill you, ghost of a phantom. Who are you talking to? Get your shit together, Maggie C. There's a bitch on our 6. It's that cunt snake who tentacle raped me. She heard our whole conversation. And it matters that she heard us. Why? She also heard the fetishes I was cursing you with while we were walking. Oh, wonderful.
What on earth is Skyakuviona gooflation? Oh, never mind. I'll just borrow a non-homeless minion's computer.
I really wouldn't advise that, but then I'm gonna kill you now anyway. And so starts a mid-episode fight between the mage called Wizard and Gorgonzella. And by fight, I mean one-sided snake hair tentacle raping. After she's through, Gorgonzella walks away. She would have killed the mage called Wizard, but still inside me. It's still inside me! Smack is the noise heard as the mage called Wizard is smacked.
Stop being a pussy.
But you're right, Lucy. I can't be that which I hate most. Crunch. What was that for?
Subtlety.
Our heroes stooge their way to Meanwhile Later, where it is implied that they inform Bean Curd Leo, the courteous bean curdler, of their plans for his future. Well, Duke Curdlington did kill my parents, and I swore an oath of vengeance against them. But it'd be impolite to refuse a shot at a job I didn't want or ask for. And so Bean Curd Leo, the courteous bean curdler, curdles himself some of his trademark pink manju to impress Duke Curdlington. Wow, how'd you make it all pink and stuff? Well, it's really just a ball of
pink
slime. It's obviously pink slime. Oh hell, I blew my cover. Mister, it's
a funky phantom. Yeah, you've really learned to be useful, Genie.
And so begins the final showdown between MC Whistles and Master of the Ark.
Flames of all smogeth the robo-smog.
Whoa, dude, what's up your butt? As a nervous struck, Val flies off to a safe distance. Just give up, you can't beat me up here. I guess you could say I have the high ground.
The high...
what are you muttering? It sounds a little bit like the darkest curse of Bakantak, the Cursor. But only those who have seen the face of Time-Slap Bitkorach would understand.
J-Lo!
Okay, so you sprouted demon wings. Oh, I'm probably still faster than...
Kapla!
Why are you eating me?
So I guess this is what those green rings do.
I'm just glad Master said I was useful.
I was being sarcastic.
Hey, don't talk while you're eating.
Why aren't I dead yet? And that's the arc. Well, pretty much. Bean Curd Leo, the courteous bean curdler, gets the job, but is killed by Duke Curdlington's death maze of bean curd. So what are my thoughts on this arc? Well, I'd rather be watching Gyakuryona Gooflation. On a related subject, hi Mom. Next time, if you like it, then you better put a ring on it. Or the master serving Gorgonzella's theme is shit. Until then, good night and gold dust.